Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call to order the City Council regular session, June 18th of 2018, 6 o'clock p.m., City Municipal Building. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Janet, take the roll call, please.
Alderpersons Goodhue.
Here.
Hanson.
Here.
Plum.
Here.
Marty.
Here.
Panaleo.
Here.
Robinson.
Here.
Mayor Hilson.
Here.
Chief Lobby.
Here.
Street Superintendent Barry.
Here.
Okay, thank you, Janet. Approval or correction of minutes for the meeting held on June 4th, 2018, regular session.
I make a motion to accept the meeting from June the 4th, 2018 regular session.
Do I have a second, please?
I'll second.
Okay, any questions or comments? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Robinson.
Yes.
Goodhue.
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Plum.
Yes.
Marty.
Yes.
Panaleo.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Okay, petitions and communications, citizen comment. Discussion of any topic brought before the council during petitions and communications. Anyone have anything? Nope. Okay, thank you. Moving right along. Report of standing committees, planning commission, me. Well, I guess we don't really have anything new because we talked about stuff at the last council meeting. And that was, we talked about the Head Start where they're going into the strip mall where Bucky's Pizza used to be. And they've been working on that so that they can open up. I'm not quite sure when they're gonna be done or when they're gonna be able to open up, but I imagine it's in the near future anyway. Because it seems like they're moving right along with the construction and remodeling of it. And Bobby Panaleo, do you have anything to add?
I guess maybe just a couple things. I believe the lights are up, right? The lights
Yeah,
are
we're
up?
talking about that in my report too.
Okay, but outside of that, Derek from the Economic Development was looking at applying for a community development investment grant for the YMCA. It's a matching grant for $250,000, and that could be applied for as of July 1st of 2018. The other thing though was that we have a banner that's going to be placed out at South Park. We actually got it in. It's gonna look really nice. Mr. Barry is gonna be working on a board for it so we can get that up out there and let people know that, you know, we have lots for sale, both commercial and industrial. Outside of that though, I guess that's pretty much it.
Okay, thank you, Bobby. Zoning Board of Appeals, Mr. Marty, do you have anything?
No, I don't.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, Public Works Committee, Mr. Marty. Do you have anything? Not really, okay. That's okay, I had to ask. All right. Okay. Okay, Fire District.
I would, if I might back up, that was discussed at Public Works Committee. It's possible we're working with a local business owner that his organization that he belongs to is looking at getting us a free basketball court at Burt Morris Park. It's just in the preliminary stages right now, but talks are going and hopefully
Yep, hopefully
everything will come together.
Yeah.
come together.
We'll have a basketball court free of charge to the city, so.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Marty. Okay, report of city officers, mayor. Well, welcome to summer. Oh, fire district, I'm sorry. Miss Bobby, would you like to contribute something?
Just a couple things. One is that obviously they've started working the ground for the fire department, so that's nice. Chief had applied for a DNR grant, which is a 50/50 on the grant. The total for the 50% would be $1,247.02, so hopefully we'll get that. And that we are going to be starting to sell our tickets for the fundraiser, which is October the 13th. That's going to be at Seder Shack. So we're looking forward to getting everything ready for that. Outside of that, I think it was pretty much just talking about the fire station and adding some additional things into the program itself for inside decisions on the building. That was done by Harmon Construction.
Okay. Thank you, Bobby. Okay, now report at city officers, mayor. Well, welcome to summer, everyone. We've had very hot and humid weather, and summer will officially arrive in about 3 days, June 21st. I'd like to say, please continue being safe in your driving habits. Watch out for children. They're out of school and they'll be out playing, and you know how children are. They don't always look and pay attention. So slow down, look for children, be safe, and please continue to stop at all the stop signs in Adams. And I'm an Operation Lifesaver volunteer presenter, so I would also like to say, please be safe at highway, railroad, grade crossings. Adhere to the active warning devices. If the lights are flashing, the gate is going down or is down, that means stop. There's a train coming. So if you look and you listen, you will live. Let's see, other than that, that's about all I have, I think. Police Chief Lowby?
The two new full-time are getting up to speed and settling in. With the 4th of July coming up, I'd like to remind the residents there's zero tolerance for illegal fireworks. So if it explodes, leaves the ground, it's illegal, and that's not to be lit off in the city, or you'll face a forfeiture. They're fairly expensive. It's $100 plus costs minimum, so I would remind people to be safe over the 4th of July and stick to the legal fireworks that are sold.
Could you go through, like, if somebody's neighbor's blowing off fireworks, what they should do?
If they call the dispatch center, an officer will be dispatched and will take enforcement action. So I guess that would be another point. I wouldn't waste your money on all those illegal fireworks, because we'll confiscate them and you won't get them back, plus you'll get the ticket. So you double lose money, what you paid for the firework plus what you have to pay in your fine.
Okay, thanks.
Can I backtrack? By any chance, can we have an introduction of the two new officers that we brought to the force?
Sure.
Okay.
And just try and work scheduling
Sure.
that, so whichever meeting you guys decide on what meeting you want that done, give me some notice and I'll get a hold of them. One's working days and one is on the night shift, so it takes a little bit of organization to get it where they're both up and
Sure.
available to get in.
Yeah. We maybe could do it like the end of, middle of July or something after the 4th.
Sure.
Maybe last,
Good.
yeah.
Okay, anything else, Chief?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, well, thank you for your report. Okay, Street Superintendent, Mr. Berry.
Just a couple of things. I know Bobby mentioned the fire station. They've been hauling a lot of fill sand in to get everything brought up to grade. I know they were having a little issue for a while with getting percent compaction because all the sand was dry. With all this rain, as far as I know, that should have helped them out. believe they today should have finished hauling all of the sand in, so things should be progressing over there even quicker. The gentleman from Harmony has been in contact with me in regards to, excuse me, tying in with the water and meter size and that. I'll be working with the engineers so I know exactly what they're gonna need for a meter. Another project that's been started and moving along is the Aspires building over by Property Works. Fenner's been over there last week and today clearing that, getting that ready, so that's moving along pretty good. Burt Morris Park, the lights are all up, installed, readjusted. They did have a little glitch when the company sent all the paperwork to them when the lights were put onto the poles and the crossbars. What they were given as to how to adjust the lights was wrong, so when they got all of the lights up, they had to turn around and come in with a bucket truck and readjust all the lights once they were all up. As far as I know, all of them are adjusted and operational right now. One of these nights, they're gonna be turning them on and do kind of a press release, I believe. If anybody happened to be over there and see when the lights were on, it's pretty impressive. Fenner did start working on the bridges. He's got the main 8x8 posts put in the ground. Once we get some dry weather, I'm sure they'll be working on that even more. I have gotten up to the parking lot by the post office, and I know it was brought up at Public Works to try and figure out maybe instead of having diagonal parking like this, doing something with slanted parking and having one entrance in and exit out. It's went up, did a bunch of measurements, it's very doable. So more than likely, I think the best way to do it would be you come into that parking lot off of Grant Street, exit out the alley. We'll get some signs made up, we'll get that painted up. Seeing as how that's the other thing we're working on is trying to get everything painted up for the summer here if weather would cooperate a little bit better. I did talk to the homeowner on the far south side of that parking lot. There's a bunch of scrub trees in there that should get removed. I talked to him, he didn't have a problem with removing those trees, so that's moving along. I'm gonna be getting over and measuring for handicap stalls by the bathrooms and getting signs ordered for that. Street sweeping's continuing. If weather would cooperate, we're gonna hopefully get Main Street finished painting before the 4th of July, but the rest of it that has to be done, we gotta do, come in at midnight, 1 o'clock and paint when there's no traffic, just because we're in the parking part of the business district and there's no way you can block that off safely and have people being able to drive to get it painted, so that's when we come in and do that. We can't have super humid weather, we can't have any rain, so hopefully, I'm hoping that maybe Wednesday night, Thursday morning, I can get you guys in to get that finished up, so. Right now, that's about all I've got, so.
Did anyone take care of the hanging wires behind Becky's Sugar Shack?
Apparently,
Yeah.
and I was working with Jane Jervis from Emergency Management. She first contacted me on that a couple weeks back, and she finally got a hold of somebody from Frontier, and they came up and supposedly wrapped the real low ones down back up. Those wires are still low, but I think they're passable now, so.
Okay, it shouldn't present so much of a safety
I
hazard.
don't think so.
Getting knocked down by
Right.
delivery trucks and
Right.
vans.
You know, it wasn't a concern just driving down the alley, but if you had a tall semi backing into either Becky's or Bucky's, it could have caused a problem, and I think that's what first brought it to Jane's attention. Someone mentioned it to one of the county board members, and they contacted Jane. Jane contacted me, and we worked together to figure out whose wires they were and get something done about it, so.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Anything else?
No, that's it, I believe.
Okay, well, thank you, Mr. Berry. Okay, moving right along, under new and unfinished business. Number 1, authorize Adams County Economic Development, Derek Smith, to apply for the Community Development Investment Grant through Wisconsin Economic Development Corporation on behalf of the city.
I make a motion to allow Derek to apply for the grant through the Adams County, through the Adams County Economic Development. And it is the Development Investment Grant through Wisconsin Economic Development Corp.
Okay, thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Marty. Any questions or comments? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
Yes.
Marty,
Yes.
Panaleo,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Item number 2. Introduce, adopt resolution 2018-08R, Compliance Maintenance Annual Report, CMAR.
So move.
May I have a
Second that.
second? Okay, any questions or comments?
The only thing I'll add for anybody who doesn't know what it is, this goes to Public Works Committee. This is just a yearly thing that the DNR mandates that we do. And it's just kind of a checklist that the city does to make sure that we're doing everything that we possibly can to maintain and have a good effluent going out of the treatment plant into the creek. And if anybody wants to see the full-blown report, there's a copy at City Hall. And it's basically a giant checklist that says, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this, this is happening, this might be coming up down the road. But the resolution, if you read it, it pretty much says we're gonna do everything in our power to maintain and keep our sewers in good operating order and our plant in good order so that we're producing a good effluent that goes into the creek, so.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
Yes.
Marty,
Yes.
Panaleo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Item number 3. Approve EMC property liability insurance renewal.
I'll make a motion to approve AMC property liability insurance renewal.
I'll second it.
Okay, any questions or comments? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Plum,
Yes.
Marty,
Yes.
Panaleo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Item number 4. Approve purchase of body camera storage software.
I'll make a motion to approve the purchase of body camera storage software.
I'll second that.
Okay, any questions or comments? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Marty,
Yes.
Panaleo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Item number 5. Approve the Cedar Street parking lot bid from Fenner Excavating.
I'll make a motion to approve the Cedar Street parking lot bid through Fenner.
I'll second it.
Okay, are there any questions or comments? Okay, none. Janet, take the vote, please.
Panaleo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
Yes.
Marty.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Okay, item number 6. Approve 3 MSA services agreements.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Okay, any questions or comments? That's the engineering fees for the TIF projects, upcoming TIF projects. Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
Yes.
Marty,
Yes.
Panaleo.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Item number 7. Authorized issuance of cigarette licenses and operator licenses.
They're just the one on the bottom line.
Cigarette.
Wasn't,
Yeah.
yeah, wasn't there a bunch of them that was crossed off?
Yeah, there's a bunch
That
of
was
cross.
from last.
Right, because they were on last council's agenda.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
this is a new one.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay,
I'll make a motion to approve the single one that's on list.
I'll second it.
Okay, any questions, comments? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
Yes.
Marty,
Yes.
Paleo,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Item number 8, approve the payment of the bills.
I'll make a motion to approve the payment of the bills.
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Thank you. Any questions or comments? Okay, Janet, take the vote, please.
Hanson,
Yes.
Plum,
Yes.
Marty,
Yes.
Paleo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Motion passed. Guess we don't have any other new business?
Make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second that.
Okay. Janet, take the vote, please.
Plum,
Yes.
Marty,
Yes.
Paleo,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Goodhue,
Yes.
Hanson.
Yes.
Okay, motion passed. Thank you, everyone, for being here tonight.